Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to issues 105 and also 106 of Build the Terminator.
The Terminator, week by week, built the T-800, the killing machine that defined a generation. Easy to build with high-quality metal components. You can control sound, lights, articulated limbs, and LED eyes, and explore the Terminator universe. Build the Terminator, issue 1, just $1.99.
So welcome back everyone and thanks for tuning in for some more Terminator. As you saw in the last two episodes, we completed the chest panels, that's all done on the front, and also we fitted the back panel with some shafts, and also we did the springs, I forgot to mention at the end of the last video. Before we start, I just want to say thanks to everyone who watched my last video. It's the best video I've ever had in terms of views, likes and interaction. I'm really grateful and I'm glad you guys liked it. Considering it was a long video, but as you saw, it's quite exciting because the Terminator was standing up, because he was all complete. But even more so today, I think this one should get you all excited and even more enthusiastic like myself, because he is nearly finished. He really is nearly finished. So today, just to quickly run through what we're going to do in 105, so we're working on the back panel and the traps, so they're the shoulder muscles in the upper back. And in 106, like I mentioned in the last video, we're going to fit that circuit into the head, so we are working back on the head again. So I'm super excited and I can't wait, so let's get started. Right guys and girls, as always, just going to quickly run through the parts. So obviously you've got the back panel detail there, so that's just going to seal up the back of the back panel we installed. Then running through the components, so 105.2, these are the four smaller, let me double check, the shoulder connector shafts. So we've got 4 of those there. And then we've also got 4 of the shoulder connectors. And there are 2 different types, by the way. So the smaller ones, I believe, go on the front and the bigger ones go on the back. So I'm pretty sure that's how it is, because obviously that's normal human anatomy. But we'll see when I double check on the actual section for that. You also have 9 3x8mm hex socket screws, and you need the Allen key that was supplied from issue 103, and of course the Terminator. So taking one of the shoulder connectors, you pop it on the end of 104.5, which we worked on in the last issue, and to secure it into place you're going to use one of your hex screws. So I'm going to pop that through, grab the Allen key, and then I'll secure that into place. So I've got my Allen key in place, so I'm just going to secure that shoulder connector to it now, and then I'll do the other side. Okay, once they're both in place like so, what you're going to do, you're going to take the smaller part, and that actually goes through the shaft. So I'm going to thread that through, and then I'm going to move the camera again so you can actually see where this needs to sit on. So the end of that is actually going to line up on that hole there. So I'm just going to have to loosen up ever so slightly because it's a little bit too tight. And then once I've done that, I'm going to thread that over and screw it over, and then I'll repeat on the other side. Okay, so I've just secured the back parts there now, so they're both done. And all we're going to do for this final part, for steps 8 to 12, is actually spin him round onto his back, so you can see his front, and do exactly the same on the front. So I'm just going to do that now. And just for reference, that's how it's looking from the back. So his back is coming on nicely. Okay, so for the front part, you see these 2 parts here, that's where we're going to put the shoulder connector on, and then with the obviously the tube part, that's actually going to thread onto this section here at the back. So that's where I want to be putting it on from the front. So as always for this part, we need another hex screw which we're going to pop through the top, and that will secure it to the first part here. So I'm just going to get my Allen key and secure that. It doesn't help that the head is in the way, because it gives me less movement with the hex screw, but I'll persevere, do this part, then I'll show you the second part. Okay, I'm just securing the last one now. Had to move the head, and I forgot to mention you can actually move the head to give you some space. This was actually very fiddly, this front part. It's actually a lot harder to do than the back part. I'll be honest, and they're really stiff, these Allen keys, even for me, you know. Obviously I have got arms, I do train, so it's quite tricky, to be fair, but I've actually managed to do it. Just going to turn the head back around. So as you can see, I fitted them on to the front and the back. As you can see there, so the traps are all done nicely, springs are done. That is that issue complete. Right, issue 106, the final issue. There is 3 steps to do, and that is it. And that is going to be installing the circuit board to the back of the head. So that should give me power, finally, and control of both of the eyes. So we will see. But if it doesn't work, I will do it after this. And when I come back to the future episodes, I'll show you guys. So all we're going to do is we're going to line it over. So these are the 2 screw holes that we want. So I'm just going to thread it over. And then all you need for this are 2 PM screws. I forget which ones they are exactly, but they are the small ones. So I'm just going to secure that. Okay, so I couldn't quite film it from above and screw it at the same time. So obviously I want to be very careful with this section here, because they are very delicate parts and very essential to setting up the eyes and also the jaw. Because as we know, that can move and the eyes will both light up. So just securing those 2 together now, and that will be the issue complete. I don't think it's going to work actually. Someone said all they did was push the switch and that got it to work. I don't see how that can happen because there's nothing else connected up at the moment, but I will give it a try in a sec and we will see. But nonetheless, that is issue 105 and 106 complete. So guys and girls, we made it and we've completed 105 and up to 106 today. I'm really happy. It took a lot longer than I thought it would, to be honest, but it always does. They're quite difficult, these builds in some parts, and they were a bit tricky doing the traps. Mainly the traps was the hardest part on the upper back. The rest wasn't so bad. But I've just tested out the switch, by the way. It doesn't work. I think I need to connect up the wires. I'm not too sure. I'll be honest, it's not really my thing. I'm not a huge modder, so I'm probably just missing something. But I know it's going to light up at some point because obviously I'll be told in the future issues how to do that. So let me just quickly hold him up for you so you can see how he's looking now, because obviously he's been bulking. The chest and rib cage is there, and also his back, so he's a lot denser, a lot thicker, a lot bigger, as we expect for the Arnold and the Terminator. So I'm just going to be very careful as always, because as you know, he's still a bit fragile. He's not a toy. So let me just do a comparison for you there. So he does feel a lot firmer now, to be fair. That I've got the traps and the back set up, he feels a lot firmer. As you can see, look how wide he is now. He's pretty cool. So I'm really happy with it, absolutely ecstatic. It's been a great build so far, and there's only 14 issues to go, guys. So like I mentioned, in issue 107, we're going to be working on the back of the head, so we're finally going to seal all that up. There's some more wires and we're starting to work on the base, which is really epic. So as soon as I get those, I'm going to start straight away because I can't wait. Should be in April, but hopefully it might come end of March. Sometimes they come early. But like I said, as soon as it does drop, I will get cracking on those, and I can't wait to share more what's coming with it. So I hope you liked today's videos, guys. If you did, as always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you soon.